Hi, I'm Fuchsia and we're Bella Lune. I personally am a singer-songwriter for the band. I also do production and programming and play multiple instruments.
And I'm Clyde, and I play guitar live on stage. I also am a co-writer and produce the music in the studio as well.
I'm Hurley. I play keys and bass. I started with these guys when they wanted to start a live show, help do some of the production and make that happen.
I'm Duke. I play the drums.
Is that it?
That's it.
I'm Vika. I play violin. I joined back in 2009 at our marquee show for It's Rep.
And I'm Dai. I joined in 2010, newest member of the band. And when I first joined, it was to play a show in Tokyo, and that was the first show that I had done with him.
Starting from go, it was about 2005. I met him at a local Horns and Halos event, and we found that we had similar musical interests, and so just had to work together.
I think initially we were just kind of experimenting with making music, pulling upon our influences, at the same time trying to do something that really no one else was doing. But it was such an experiment. It was such a studio project, and it's come so far from what that initial inception really was.
We never thought we would play live when we wrote the first record, so.
No, we didn't.
It's been quite an experience trying to, I think, get everything to translate over to live. Even when I had come in 2010, we were still trying to make it better and better and better and make it a more full experience, and trying to take those songs that were electronic and give them more life, more of an organic feel, I suppose.
We're finding the sonic space for all of us to live in.
Yeah.
This is a challenge. But in order to do the initial recording justice, there was just a lot of sort of engineering and thinking that had to go behind that. But I'm pleased with the way it's gone.
And now I feel like this is where we're at, is that I think that we're doing something that no one else in this town is doing. And I say that with confidence and pride.
Totally.
I also believe that we have friends that also have music projects that have been very accepting of the fact that we are trying to do that. And we've been very lucky to have the opportunity to play with some of the local bands that have associated themselves with this somewhat underground scene that's very accepting, very open-minded about what music should be.
We just did an event at Martini Ranch, the Bat Cave, and some of the people that came together to help us with that was Misconstrued Fashions, Torture Couture Fashions, Pierced Heart Clothing, Alita Welling on art, Leishalyn Art, Shane Art, and Steam Synthetic Photography has been amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
From day one, he's photographed every single one of our shows.
The last set that he did was phenomenal.
There's Horns and Halos, who brought us in to play one of their giant events last year. Fabulous stylist. It's Beheaded Salon.
I would say when we do an event, it's more like a collaboration of artists across all different types of mediums. We get a lot of support just for having big, varied shows. We have live painters. We have live painters at the shows. We have people selling their paintings. We have people selling their clothes. People selling work. So fashion, yeah. So it's kind of like we kind of hit the whole entire spectrum, and even like stage performances and stuff will sometimes play with us. So we kind of put together our own little world for a little bit, and I think that stands out to people. And I think that's like kind of where all those names come from.
I remember DJ Dark Mark and DJ Noisefucker. They're both awesome.
We play with DJs a lot too. Like I said, we do play with ourselves probably more than we should.
Mm-hmm.
But we have DJs. DJs will come help us out and play with us too.
We've been asked to play a few other shows here locally, but we're not going to announce that. You're going to have to wait for it and go to bellaloon.net to find out.
Hey, why don't you lay this one down?
What am I laying down?
The
last word. You want it.
How we control.
You want me to fucking beatbox it?
Yes. New Times rocks.
Oh yeah. that was classic.